Panic, 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 panic everywhere. Everybody is in panic. The whole India is in panic. People are in mad rush to save their lives. But we are all forgetting almost 94 to 96% of the people who got affected with this COVID do not need hospitalization. Yes, they do not need hospitalization. Most of them, rather many of them, don't even need medication. They get cured by themselves or with the basic package the doctor prescribes, and it hardly takes 5 to 6 days. But what we are doing, we are making their lives miserable. The people who are in dire need, they don't have beds, they don't have oxygen. The hospitals are not inviting them, and people are not getting adequate Medicare who actually need them. I think, friends, it's time we all need to think about it. We can brave this COVID. Don't get carried away by all the stories. Of course, there are several deaths happening all over, around you, everywhere, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. But let's stay positive, let us stay strong and take every care. And why? You can listen to Dr. Neeraj Jain from Gangaram Hospitals and Dr. Manoj Koryakos, who made a wonderful video presentation. I think I'm sharing with you right now. I think that is going to burst many myths, many beliefs, the false beliefs we are in, and we can lead a happy life, COVID free, 100%, I assure you.
Only 6% of people affected with COVID need hospitalization. If our country needs to deal with only this 6%, our death rate would be far below what it is today, and medical care would be available for those who need it. Let's look at the 94% who are affected with COVID and what is their best option. You are tested positive and you have either no symptoms or very mild symptoms, like a cold, cough, fever, body pains, weakness. This means that your immunity is working well against the virus and keeping it under control. And in a matter of 1 week to 10 days, all these symptoms will settle down. You may develop a loss of smell and taste along the way, but you will recover without any complication with simple over-the-counter medications like Dolo 650, home remedies, Ayurveda and homeopathy. Be in constant telephonic touch with your family doctor. Keep him informed on a daily basis. I have treated over 1300 people this way successfully. I strongly believe that over 94% of the people affected with COVID can be treated this way. Where are we going wrong? RT-PCR is the main test for diagnosing COVID, and it is only about 65 to 70% accurate, which means that 30-35% may be positive but will still show as negative. Not testing for COVID. Let us assume that every cold, cough, fever that happens to us now is COVID. We isolate ourselves and follow the rules which are laid down by the government, and we treat it as I have advised above and be done with it in a week or 10 days time. Testing for COVID. Once you are tested positive for COVID, you follow the above line of treatment and be done with it in 1 week to 10 days time. But this is possible only in 10% of those who have tested positive. Let me explain what happens to the rest 90% who are tested positive. Panic. With the second wave hitting us hard and the fear surrounding it, the moment you are tested positive, all hell breaks loose. You are flooded with advice from relatives, friends, colleagues, each one telling you their experiences and all the gory details from the news and the social media, and you get scared. You hardly have any symptoms, but the moment you know you are positive and you hear all their advice, you start to panic. When you panic, your breathing pattern changes. You breathe shallow, and in doing so, you pull carbon dioxide in your lungs and you begin to feel breathless. You are told that the lungs are getting affected, but the fact is that your anxiety is what is causing your breathlessness. Now you are asked to do the following investigations: a D dimer, a C-reactive protein, and a CT scan of the chest. A D dimer. Elevated levels of D dimer are associated with any inflammation and any disease activity. It is only when the levels are extremely high it indicates a clotting problem. C-reactive protein. A high level of C-reactive protein in the blood is a marker of any inflammation. It can be caused by a wide variety of conditions. Both the above tests are not specific for COVID. They are just supportive evidence of inflammation and infection. CT scan of the chest. More than 80% of the COVID patients show ground glass appearance in their CT scan. The moment you see the report, everyone says that your lungs are involved and you are in trouble. But that's not true. The COVID virus has a tendency to affect the lungs and to produce inflammatory changes in the lungs. Ground glass opacity is not specific to COVID. It is seen in many inflammations and infections. These, in most cases, resolve on their own. Now, your doctor starts you on an antiviral, remdesivir, which the WHO says is not effective against COVID, then an antibiotic, and then a steroid is added to the prescription to be on the safe side. Remember, when you are in panic, your doctor who is treating you will also go into panic and ask you to get admitted. After all, he is human and he is answerable for you. What you need to understand is that your immunity is doing a great job in containing the COVID virus. That is why you hardly have any symptoms. All these medicines are very strong and have a lot of side effects. When you consume these, they together crush your natural immunity, which is doing a great job, and you begin to get worse. Your condition deteriorates and you end up in the hospital. The medical system is doing its best, but it is overwhelmed and in the process of collapsing. You need to use your common sense and logic and decide which way you want to deal with the COVID when you get affected by it. The authorities are now saying that COVID is spreading through the air and not a droplet infection anymore, which means the spread is very fast. The way the second wave is hitting us, the chances are that most of us at some time or the other is going to get affected by the COVID. And by then, we need to be ready with our choice. By choosing option 1, there is a high chance that you will be done with the COVID without even realizing that you had COVID. You will not invite panic and unnecessarily stress and hospitalization. You will not unnecessarily block hospital beds and leave them to the 6% who truly needs them. The choice is yours. Take care.
The one thing we cannot do is panic. What is killing us is also the panic around the disease now because of the publicity that we've been getting and that there's no treatment available. We need to have, and because especially for example, your community, I would say you have a basic treatment template which you should distribute to your people, your friends, your family, your associates. That is the safe treatment that anyone can start, irrespective of their other comorbid conditions. So, if people start that treatment, then come the investigations. If you cannot get a PCR test, doesn't matter. Start this treatment, organize your PCR test whenever you can, or get the rapid test done at least. If the rapid test is positive, you do not need to waste time and resources getting a PCR test done. And then you know exactly where in the risk profile you fit in. The rush to get these blood tests that have become so popular, I talked to a patient for the first time on day 1, and that patient has already given blood samples for a CRP, D-dimer, IL-6, ferritin. It is not required. Let us not overuse or abuse our resources. The reason labs are not being able to do the tests for those people who really need them is because everyone's getting them done. Please take advice from your physician and see which test is required at what stage. There's a time for everything. You do not need these tests on day 1 for anyone. Like you do not need a CT scan for everyone. The CT scan centers are overburdened because everybody wants to get a CT scan done. And the disadvantage there is most people are being misled. You get a CT scan done, your CT scan shows very mild disease because you got it done on day 2. when in fact your disease progression will occur over the next 5-6 days. You start getting worse and then you say, oh, I had a CT which was mild disease, I shouldn't worry. So you are at risk of neglecting yourself and not getting the appropriate treatment. When you're at home, the basic principles are you stay isolated, you stay mobile, you do not sit down or lie down, you avoid getting dehydrated. So unless you have a cardiac condition or a kidney condition which prevents you from drinking excessive amounts of fluid, please keep your hydration up. Drink whatever you can. It doesn't matter what you're drinking, normal fluids. Diet is normal. Everyone does not need to lie on their tummy. Please do not do that. Everyone does not need to do prone breathing, because suddenly it's become a fad. Again, on the WhatsApp groups, everyone is doing prone breathing. It is not necessary. It is necessary only for people with severe disease, not for people with mild disease. Start your treatment and get in touch with a doctor who is treating COVID. You do not need to go to a hospital. You do not need, and you tell the doctor that I've started this basic template that I was talking about. What do I need to do that is different from what I've done, right? So once you do that, you keep a pulse oximeter at home. You need to monitor your oxygen saturation twice a day in the beginning after walking normally for about 5-6 minutes. You do not need to exercise. You do not need to stress yourself. Just walk normally for 5 to 6 minutes and measure your saturation after about half a minute of walking. Sit down. The pulse, these are things that I find are creating panic. When you put the pulse oximeter on, please make sure that your hand is resting on something in a relaxed position. You put the pulse oximeter on any of these 3 fingers. Let it be there for 10 seconds. Don't keep looking at it, then take the reading. That will be your true reading. Not that you put the pulse oximeter on, you keep looking at it like this, and then you say, oh, my saturation's gone down to 90. It's a machine. It has its own.
So, you listen to both of them. I think we have some clarity by now. So, let's not be panicky for everything. Even if you get contracted by COVID, there is nothing to worry. We can always get out of it with the simple medication at home, with a doctor's prescription, of course. We cannot do by yourself anyhow. So, let's stay safe, take every care, stay strong. We will come out of this pandemic very soon. Take care, my friends.